Hi, Nessa. Hi, girl. How are you today?
Hey, I'm so good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Where are you talking to me from?
Oh my God, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona right now. We're backstage at I have a show tonight. I'm on tour currently.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope you have a great show tonight then. Well, thank you so much for your time talking to us, Súbela Radio, and myself, Paula. Let's just get started then. Okay, so you recently released Aftercare Deluxe with six new songs. And I feel like since Spain, you've had almost 5 years ago, you've had like a musical evolution.
Mhm.
So I imagine these eras represent different stages in your life. Could you tell me a bit about that, please?
Yeah, I feel like Aftercare is kind of my coming of age album. I was in a weird transitional period of, you know, going from what felt like my teenage years into early adulthood and kind of really feeling like a woman. Um, but yeah, it really is like an evolution, and I feel like it's kind of like I love growing and maturing with my music because I feel like my fans are also doing the same too. So
Totally, totally. And if you could describe maybe your era from Pretty Poison and your era now with one word, what would it be?
like they're two separate words.
Yes, one for Pretty Poison, like at the beginning, and one for, nowadays.
Okay. Pretty Poison, I would probably say um mentally unstable. That's two words, but
You're so real. You're so real for that.
Aftercare, I would probably just say hot.
Yeah, sexy, empowered. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get the same vibe. So let's talk about that word, aftercare. I feel like it's a concept not discussed enough, maybe. What does
Yeah.
that word mean to you?
Yeah. I mean, aftercare is really just the like just emotional intimacy after sex. And I feel like when it comes to like a significant other, it's really important for you to feel taken care of and appreciated.
Totally.
and um and just loved. And yeah, I feel like that's what aftercare means to me.
Totally. I wanted to, okay, so give a girl some tips on how to leave situationships and not have to wonder if someone will stay after aftercare. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel like no one is worth your time or energy if they're not willing to cuddle you after that. I don't know. It's just, I think it's so
Yeah.
stupid. I've like there's been like a lot of times in my life where I have allowed myself to kind of get hurt over men and people that just don't care about me at all. And sometimes you have to look in the mirror and be like, I'm a baddie and they're weird for not wanting me. And so you have to move on. And um, yeah, there's always someone out there that's gonna give you the love that you deserve. And so don't waste time on the people that don't.
Yeah, like don't settle and look in the mirror. Remember who TF you are, right? um,
Exactly.
thank you. It makes total sense, you know. So I wanted to ask you, you have a song called Hell is a Teenage Girl, which is a line from the 2009 film Jennifer's Body. And I wanted
Yeah.
to ask you if you're familiar with the female rage concept, and if so, if you have any films or characters that you like.
Ooh, I love the female rage concept. I think Death Becomes Her is a great movie that's all about that. I also think Kill Bill as well.
Totally, revenge. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Those,
And
those would probably be my favorites, yeah.
yes, and have you watched like Pearl and the T West films? Like the it's I feel like it's gone viral. Pearl, Maxine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
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 Okay. Um, so going back to your career, you started posting covers on TikTok, and like many artists, I feel like nowadays, the internet gave you uh, the chance to rise to fame and build a career in this industry, but without the usual media training that maybe people from TV experienced. So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you because it's been like 5 years and it's been very fast. How have you dealt with your meteoric rise to fame, coming from a small town in New Jersey to now singing in front of thousands all around the world?
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like this has been something that I've dreamed of for so long, and so um every day I'm just filled with so much gratitude, and I just feel so blessed to be here. And so I try and hold on to that feeling more than anything else. Um, but I'm really happy and I'm really content, and I think um yeah, I don't know.
Do you have any ritual, for example, if there's a day where you feel like really tired, but you're on tour, so you have to show up to lift your mood, maybe?
Yeah, I really love meditating.
Yeah,
That's one thing, and that really helps me. And then I think, yeah, watching like some TV and surrounding myself with my best friends and band on tour. We like to play card games, and that was
nice.
fun. I think 2 shows ago, I wasn't like really feeling up for things
Hmm, hmm,
mentally.
hmm.
And so we just played cards until I felt good. So yeah.
Mhm, mhm, nice. I imagine that it can be a bit weird, like having so much, success and attention. Do you ever feel like maybe you need friends to keep you grounded, like to joke around and be yourself and feel like you can let your guard down?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I do feel that there's like a huge element to where I suffer from like imposter syndrome.
Oh, okay.
So I don't like, I guess, really recognize my success or fame or whatever you would call it.
Hmm.
That much. But yeah, I mean, my best friend, she lives with me and she's sitting next to me right now. I have her on tour with me, but she's my best friend
Hmm.
since high school, and I feel like we've been through a lot together, and so she really does keep me grounded, and yeah,
That's
it
so
helps so
nice.
much.
Yeah, to have people who you love and who love you back. Okay, so you've already done, going back to the music. You've already done some amazing collabs throughout your career. There was one recently with Artemas, who are also coming to Chile, Lollapalooza. Maybe
Mhm.
you'll see each other. I don't know.
Oh,
um,
100%.
yeah. I wanted to ask you, which is your absolute dream collab with an artist, dead or alive?
Mm, I would probably say Prince.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
and do you picture like a genre or like a rhythm that you would make a song with, like with Prince? Can you imagine? It would be pop or maybe like funk or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a really cool like mix of like kind of dark alternative pop, but
Mhm.
obviously with um his like taste on it and his sound.
Totally, yeah.
Um yeah, anything with him, I think that would be really cool.
It would be a bop. 2 years
Yeah.
ago, you said you'd love to collab with the Neighbourhood as well. I love that. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah, I think I love the neighborhood.
Yeah, as a fellow internet sad girl, I so agree. I would love to listen to a song with you too. Um, okay, I wanted to maybe ask you, this is kind of personal. Recently, you said that you tend to have a darker point of view, even if your life is full of light, right? In a recent interview, do you have to constantly remind yourself to focus on the good? What do you do if you're aware that you have a lot of good things, but you still have that like pessimistic tendency, which I share, and I'm sure a lot of people share.
Uh-huh. I don't necessarily think that I am pessimistic. I think I'm very optimistic, um, and very positive. I think I just kind of gravitate towards the darkness because it just attracts me in a weird way.
Okay.
But not necessarily like um, you know, things that make me like depressed or unhappy. I think um yeah, when I'm happy and in a good spot, like currently, I think that's
Mhm.
kind of all I think about, and I don't really. It takes a lot for me to let myself slip into a dark spot. But most of the time when I'm filled with light in my life, that's really all I see. But
Perfect.
when it comes to me, say, writing a song about that,
Oh, okay,
I
okay, yeah,
I love to kind of bring a dark twist into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's easy for you to kind of connect with that dark side, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're like there mentally or emotionally.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
nice. I like that. Okay, so let's wrap up. I know you have a little, I know we both have our schedules and stuff. So, I wanted to ask you, what are your favorite musicians or albums of 2024, 2025? What have you been
Ooh.
listening to?
Oh my God, I've been listening to Portishead's Dummy album
Yeah.
nonstop. I love Portishead so much. Prince's Purple Rain album. I've been going back to a lot of like old weekend
Oh,
music,
yes,
like
yes.
House of Balloons.
Mhm.
I think Lana's Ultraviolence album I listen to all the time. Really, any of all of her albums are
Yeah.
unreal.
It doesn't
Uh,
matter when you say this. Any Lana, yeah, yeah, any song from
yeah.
Lana, it goes.
Um, so I think those have to be the top ones that I've been listening to.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye out for those recommendations. Thank you so much, Nessa, for your time. I hope you have an amazing show tonight here in Chile as well, and an amazing stay here in Chile. I hope to see you, to see your show. And I wanted to ask you if could you send a greeting to Súbela Radio? Súbela Radio?
Súbela
Súbela, yeah, Súbela Radio.
radio?
Yeah, radio, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like in Spanish, radio.
Um,
Uh,
what should I say?
like, hey, Súbela Radio, this is Nessa. I don't know, like,
Okay,
hope to see you soon. I don't know. Yeah.
okay. Hey, Súbela Radio. This is Nessa, and I hope to see you soon in Chile.
Thank you, girl. Okay, have a nice day, have a nice week, and I hope safe travels. And I hope
Oh,
you
thank
just
you so
keep getting
much.
like good stuff and a lot of love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.